Hello everybody, and I'd like to say a particular hello and welcome to followers in Australia and the United States. Thank you very much for following me, and I hope you carry on enjoying the videos that we're making. I must say, we have had such torrential rain for so long. I've hardly been able to get down here, and I've been really worried about the pumpkins because the rodents and other things, slugs and snails, might come out and start munching on them. So although they're not as ripe as they could be, I've come down today to pick them all and take them home and hopefully cure them at home. I'll show you around what we're going to do, but there's a lot of clearing to do. Some planting. I've got some bits and pieces that hopefully I can show you later on, but at the moment I'm going to start clearing because I don't know if you can see that sky. They said today would be a dry, sunny day. Not sure that I believe them, but anyway, we will rush around and pick all the pumpkins and do as much as we can. So I hope you enjoy spending the morning with us. So here are a few of the pumpkins that I'll be lifting today. And then this whole patch, this whole bed can be cleared of all the old sweet corn stumps, weeds, and the pumpkin bits. Here's the first lot of pumpkins that I've lifted, and you can see some really will probably be cut up and put on the compost because that's not ready, but there's a couple that's quite good, and hopefully we'll be able to try some of the new varieties that we've planted this year. And here are a few of the Crown Prince in here, looking very nice. I'm just also clearing out the greenhouse of all these aubergines and cucumbers that I've had in here. There are actually some peppers still on these plants, but I'm going to take all these marigolds out and then decide whether I'm going to take all the peppers out as well, because I have got some plants that I want to put in here, and sometimes you've got to cut your losses. So I am almost contemplating completely clearing out the greenhouse of all of the crops. It's going to get cold and it's been so wet, I'm not sure really if anything else is going to ripen, so I may just cut my losses. So I'll show you this once I've given it a clear out. I must say I'm a bit puffed now, energetically cutting down these humongous great aubergine plants. We've got a few that have come off the plants, so that's not too bad. There's a few there. Nothing else is actually going to ripen now, so it's better to take them out, prep your soil and replant for the winter, which I'll show you that along the way. I've now cleared out the greenhouse and weeded it, and I've put some fish blood and bone down here and some chicken manure pellets. There's the blood, fish and bone. So I'm going to give it, I've just given it one of those. I've just lightly raked it in, and now I'm going to pour a load of water on it. It's really fairly dry, so I'm just going to wet it, and that way it will also wash some of the blood, fish and bone and the chicken pellets down. So I shall do that, and then we've got some wood chips that I'm going to just relay the path. As you can see, it's all disintegrated into the compost, so I'm going to remake the path. So I'm hoping that before the end of today I can actually plant in here. So this is phase 2, and now we're going into the 3rd phase for prepping it. It's very satisfying because I haven't been able to get down to the plot for some time, and I mean, we've had such torrential rain, but I finally got the greenhouse cleared and recomposted, and some more wood chip down there, which means I can plant in here now. I've got some pak choi and some spinach, so I might actually just pop some of those in now and get that going, and then I can start making tracks outside in terms of some clearing jobs that needs to happen. Oh, but at least something will be growing again. I spent some time planting up the greenhouse now. These are all spinach, and I've got a tiny little space here. I've got some plants at home that I can pop in. These are Chinese vegetables like pak choi and choy sum. They did get rather ravaged in my greenhouse at home, but I'm hoping that they'll pick up in here. I did expect to go away and have them eaten by the slugs and snails, but they seem to have survived, so I'll give them another good drink. And I've got some corn, what are they called? Oh dear, gone right out of my head. But anyway, I've got a little patch there. I've got some plants to just pop in there to complete the greenhouse. I also popped in some lemongrass that I bought from the supermarket, and I must say they have done really, really well. So I'm gonna trim them up, take all the dead leaves off, trim them up and put them all in a much bigger pot, but leave them in the greenhouse. They've really thrived. So I've tried to do this before with the lemongrass that I bought from the supermarket, and it's had very, very mixed. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we'll have you, thank you very much, with mixed results. But this year they've really done well because I only put one stick in each pot. So I think that we're on to a winner. We may have been successful this year. So hopefully I'll be cropping lemongrass next year. So I use this machine. I sometimes just use a hoe, but there's some weeds here and we've been planting. So this kind of is great because you can do a lot of weeding and it just breaks over the top sort of ½ an inch. Like that, and it just tills it up as well and breaks it up ready for planting. So this is a great thing. So I've finished all of this area now and I'm gonna start planting. So the line is now in, ready for me to dip the holes for the radishes and turnips. So it's just a straightforward, oops, here's my dibber, popping that in, pressing it down and making the hole. So I should do that all the way along here and then pop the crops in. I'll show you that as well in a second. So I finished the row of holes. I've probably got far too many in this row for all the radishes that I've got, but I shall put some turnips in, but just have one row of mix because we don't eat that much. Radishes are often associated with salads, but what we discovered that they're very nice roasted, so that's why I'm putting a few in. Here are the tray of plants of radishes and turnips, and I think this end of the radishes, yep, this end of the radishes. And these are the turnips. They should have gone in a couple of weeks ago, but our weather has been so terrible that we haven't been able to get down here to clear some space and plant until these last few days. So I'm hopeful. I think that they'll be fine. We'll get something from them. I'm not too worried, but they're looking good. So here are the tray radishes, and I'll just pop them in. You see, they come out of the cells, lovely little plants. And then I just drop them into the hole like that, give them a little push. And these are multi-sown, so there are 4 in here. So I should go all the way along this row, popping these radishes in. Like this. So I've got a mixed row of radishes and turnips for the winter. They're all in now and watered, and the sun's come up out to say hello. So we should get a crop sometime in November, all being well. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe or give me a thumbs up. Please comment if you've got some comments. So on a very rare sunny day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy growing. And I hope you enjoyed this video.